Oh. What's up, YouTube? You know, I'm with the boys. You know, episode 24. You know, this is
Kyler,
Ray,
Cam.
You know, thanks for tuning in. You know, we got a special episode for y'all today. You know, so what's the first topic, boss man?
You hosted it.
I was doing the intro.
That's part of the intro.
So today, first, we're gonna talk about the girl, right?
No.
The birdie.
Our first topic today on Tuesday, April 20th. Was it around 4 o'clock, 4:30 that the decision came in for the George Floyd trial?
Yeah, around 4:30.
Yeah, around 4:30, somewhere around there. It came to a conclusion that Derek Chauvin, I believe his name, who nobody really gives a shit anyway. He was found on 3 counts of third-degree murder, second degree, and I forgot what the third one is.
It's like manslaughter.
Yeah, manslaughter, yeah. So he's going away for the long haul, and his bond has been revoked as well, right? He doesn't even get a bond.
Yeah,
they took his bond
6
away.
to 8 weeks, something.
So
he's going to get us over.
That's what they talking about. Because they're having been holding him, 6 to 8 weeks, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They just said something today that he was on suicide watch, so I hope that's not the case. But how do y'all feel about it? Were y'all happy? Do you think this is a good first step, or where y'all?
We're starting at this way.
We can start down this way, Cam.
I was in the car driving home from the gym. Girl pops out phone, pulls out the verdict right as it's happening. Hear the verdict. I turn it off and start blasting music on the way back. I was chilling.
Yeah.
I was like, man, he finally got him.
Right.
It's finally a step, you know. It feels good to see, and I feel like that's cause for celebration. There's a lot more work to be done, but you know, we gotta celebrate the victories.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it was a good feeling knowing that he got what he deserved because he did kill somebody. But it hurts me that we was all on edge about something that we shouldn't have been. You feel me? That he killed that man in cold blood, bro. So, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. Sure.
Yeah, I agree. Like you said, something that we were on the edge of our seats for something that was so point blank. It was just so clean. This shouldn't have even been up for debate, but yet it was. That just tells you where we are. I'm happy that some sort of justice was served. I really hate that someone's life had to be taken in order for just this little portion of justice, as something else happened a couple hours right after. We'll talk about that next. But one thing though I didn't like, man, I don't like y'all singing them Negro spirituals and stuff when shit like that happens. Like that, I don't know. That's a little OD. You know how they be like when it was good that he got convicted, but they over here acting a fool. Oh, thank you, Jesus. And, this shit needed to happen. They just be extra and
extra.
And I think it was his girlfriend that was like, and a couple people. Was it Nancy Pelosi? She said, "Thank you, George Floyd, for
what the fuck was that?
For sacrificing your life for this." Like, bro, that
you
shit.
Hear about that?
Yeah, nah, she said that.
That
shit is weird,
that's
bro.
OD.
Like that's I don't like that, but you know.
What the fuck? Yeah. All right, let me process. All right. Like everybody been saying, accountability, right? I feel a little good. Then after a few hours later, what happened to, we talk about that in a few,
right.
But I went back down, like, ain't nothing really changed. I'm trying not to cuss because the kids, but what's his name? Derek
Chauvin.
Yeah, he got what he deserves. He should have been gone. I don't know why he was milking it, but
we got a couple other officers we got to get.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Them 2 other folks that was with him that just watched. Yeah, they up next. They need to go. I agree with everything y'all said. It shouldn't have got this far.
Yeah, it's a good thing that it happened, but we got a lot more work to do.
Yeah,
it shouldn't have even got to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like. The fact that, like you said, we were all like, I think everybody was like, there's still a chance that he could get off.
Yeah, like we said about that.
Yeah. Like
I wouldn't be surprised.
Past experience.
Yeah, that's terrible, bro. Like, that's sick. So, and then, like, we say this because, was it a couple hours after, was it Ma'Khia Bryant? Ma'Khia Bryant, yes. Sorry if we pronounced her name wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. She was murdered by the Columbus Police Department. She was shot 4 times at the altercation. there's a lot of layers that we can get to and break down about it. So it's not as clear-ish as maybe the George Floyd case, but it still was wrong. But what you think about it? What's your piece on it?
I think it's overkill. You know, I don't think I can't talk. I don't think the cop he thought. I think he just reacted to it instead of being a cop, and I think he was scared. Which, if you're scared to be a police officer, why are you doing it? And it's like he froze up. Like this is his first time on the job or something. And,
well, nah, he ain't froze up picking up that gun.
oh yeah, no, not that. I'm talking about after and all that.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
it just made me so mad, bro. It's like the same shit, different day, every day.
Yeah. And this one is a little bit more complex. There's so many layers because we all agree up here it shouldn't have even got to that point. Like it should have been broken up by whoever the man was beating up the other woman. Like, y'all are wrong for that in general too. I mean, it could have been stopped beforehand, but to shoot at 15 or 16, whatever they're trying to say how old she is, any person 4 times for stabbing somebody, attempting to stab somebody with a knife. There's been instances where people have shot up movie theaters, they shot up schools, they shot up grocery stores, black churches. Tens of people just murdered, and they walk out in handcuffs. So to tell me a 15 or 16-year-old girl couldn't have been detained in some sort of way, that's a little far-fetched and hard for me to believe. But I mean, there's multiple layers. But where did you got?
The thing that hurt me the most about the situation, and we was talking about it before the pod, was I seen people calling that man a hero, and he is not a hero. Like, no. He took that little girl's life, and it's very inconsiderate. And what I think a lot of people don't do is put other people in your shoes. Like, imagine if your daughter, your cousin, somebody close to you that age died that way, and people were calling him a hero for it. Like, hero, if he was a real hero, he would have put himself in harm's way to stop the situation. He did not do that. He picked up that gun and killed that little girl because that life did not matter to him. And that is the whole thing that we are getting at as black people, bro. Like, our lives do not matter to y'all, and we're sick of it. We're tired of it, and our lives are going to continue to be lost in this way, similar ways, until change happens. Simple as that.
There's so many other ways that it just could have gone down.
Yeah, many.
So many other ways it could have just changed, and so many non-lethal options. You could have, shot to wound. It's something as simple as that. Just, we take a step, sort of a step forward, with the conviction, and then it's just right back where we started.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It's, I don't know, the whole situation, like we said, it could have been avoided. I mean, and especially, there's people that try to justify it. Like you said, they call the guy a hero. That's not a hero. I mean, that's somebody taking somebody's life. I mean, you're not a hero. I mean,
unjustified.
Yeah, a hero would have been somebody, like you said on your tweet, he would have stepped in and took a stab wound. Then that's when you can call somebody a hero.
Or
he did nothing.
That little girl or something.
Yeah, or something.
His first instinct was to pull
grab her
arm.
arm.
Taser, man.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, and was he the only police officer on the scene?
Well, the other cops couldn't get in it because he had the gun pointed.
Yeah, so they're gonna be in line of fire.
Yeah, like it's.
They trained not to be in line.
He was the closest one. Like, his side of the car, he got up. He was the first one to be in. Like,
he could have done something.
Facts.
But that's my point though. So if it's a group of them, y'all couldn't detain one girl. If it's a group of y'all couldn't contain one 15 or 16-year-old. Y'all tell me.
It did happen fast.
Yeah.
It happened fast.
I really don't care how fast it happened. They let that one guy that brought the rifle to the riots and started shooting people. Let him walk home, cross states and walk home.
The teenager, right?
Yeah. He slept home in his own bed that night. I don't care. They just treat us differently.
It happened fast, but still, his first instinct was to kill her. Like, his first instinct was to let me pull his gun out to try to
eliminate the threat type.
Like, come on, man. Like,
so what do y'all think the solution may be? Do y'all think we're better off governing ourselves?
No,
What?
I was talking about this with my uncle and my mom. I was like, it's not that we don't want police, because police do.
Yeah, we need them.
Help the community.
Yeah.
Like, but you can't. We just want our lives to matter. Like, our lives don't matter to those people, bro. And it's sick. It's honestly, it makes you sick to your stomach thinking that this person has so much power in their hands, and my life doesn't matter to them. Like, they could kill me.
They can get off.
He killed that little girl and was sitting there with his hands on her talking about Blue Lives Matter with zero remorse. Like, bro, who are you to take somebody's life, man? That is not cool.
Yeah, trying to play the role of God. That's so. I mean, do y'all think just the whole system just needs to be flushed and reset? I mean, do y'all have a solution, or is it just?
I mean,
we need to start from a blank canvas.
I mean, ACAB. You know, the whole system's messed up, man. It's a systemic thing. It's not just like something better training can fix. You know,
Yeah.
If I had the solutions, I wouldn't be here right now.
Exactly. Thank you. I agree, but
having this conversation is great.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many. It's hard to.
I mean, my opinion, it's gonna be hard to take the images that people have of black people away from you.
It's also education.
It's so like the negative images of us, our people, are thrown in people's faces so much.
Yeah.
It's hard for a white person. You go into the grocery store with them, and they see you, like, say y'all it's nighttime, y'all both out in the parking lot, and you got them all black. It's hard for them not to clench and get in a state of fear based off of what they see every day, especially when they're not around black people. You feel me? Like, it's that simple. Like we talked about that on the pod a couple weeks ago. Like, it's all about perspectives that you have about people, man.
Yeah.
That shit has to change, bro, because it's not true.
It's also education, man. Racism is a taught thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
And they judging us
come
by
out
color
just-
too.
Yeah.
Not to cut you off, my
Hey,
bad.
I was
gonna say that little short thing.
Yeah, I mean, this shit, it sucks. I mean, like you said, education. I mean, I seen something on Twitter the other day. This black lady started her business, and the headline was "Single Black Mother Starts Business."
Like,
She
why
has
y'all
a
put
name.
single?
Yeah, single. Well, she has a name. That's them type of stereotypes that they put out, like stereotypes that black men don't care about their kids or they're not around. There's men that are not around, but that's for a lot of communities also. But then I know so many goddamn fathers that are around. Like, of course there's some bad ones. There's gonna be bad in every category you look at, but the positive highlights don't get looked at. Like, there's people in my community that dedicate their lives and do this shit over and over and over again every day, and they get no sort of spotlight. None at all. Only thing you're gonna get highlighted in our community is a murder or a robbery.
Negative stuff.
Yeah,
that's the internet, man. That's social media.
And that's like with the Stop Asian Hate. Of course, Stop Asian Hate. There's no hate on nobody, but like they specifically were targeting black people, saying that we harmed the Asian communities. Like, they were showing videos of us robbing them and stuff. Some of them look staged, if you ask me. Like, one guy, we already talked about this, but like, making it seem like we were just so bad and harmful, and they had them on there saying that we were doing this and harming their community, when in reality we support it more than anything by buying their food, their hair products, stuff of that nature. And this,
they got their stores in order
in our area.
No, I have nothing against Asian people.
I don't at all.
But
None.
them motherfuckers got their stores in black neighborhoods and stuff like
Well, yeah,
that.
what do you
We
think?
stopped
What do you
shopping at
think
y'all
stuff is
shit.
going to happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like if you put a whole bunch of, like, look at trailer parks. There's a whole bunch of violence that happens there, and that would be considered white trailer trash. But that doesn't get highlighted as much. If you put a whole bunch of starving and desperate people in one area, they're going to commit crime.
Yeah.
1 + 1 = 2. It's as simple as that. Y'all trying to look at things around the other way. Like, another thing I always see, I see so many people, especially the coons that we talk about, like, oh, I had a rough life, but I was able to make it out. Yeah, you. That's not the case for everybody. You can't just look at your perspective and say everybody can do it. So,
Powerful speech, man.
I mean, this system, this place we in, it's meant to hold us down. Like, that's what get me, bro. And like, kind of going back to like the dad thing you was talking about. Like, a lot of them dads been taking out their home. Shit, that
for marijuana.
What was
For
that?
something.
What was that kid's name that got shot? That lady was saying taser.
Oh,
That happened a few weeks ago. That was a young
I'm
father.
drawing the blank. Yeah.
The light skinned guy, right?
Yeah, that was a young black father that died because somebody thought they had a taser in their hand.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
Wasn't it the phone? or something.
What? She was trying to say, I don't know what, but they tried to highlight his pictures as him being holding a gun.
Yeah, when
But y'all are so for gun laws, right? And
that's
everybody
what I'm
can have guns, but when it comes to it's different.
If one of us have a gun,
Then we're not allowed to have it. Or we're to follow orders. It's not that simple. That's just not what it is. And y'all trying. That's why I tweeted the other day. Do not argue with racists. It is impossible. It is an absolute waste of time. They will pull up the most. It's impossible. I wouldn't even.
I'm talking to the wall. If you talk to racists,
there's no empathy.
There's none
at all.
Full of ignorance.
Yeah, too. they don't even try to understand.
They don't.
They look for the first excuse they can find.
Yeah. The thing is though, my bad, cut you off.
Hold on.
So go ahead. What you supposed to say, bro?
I was like you were saying, no empathy. Like I remember we was in high school, and my boy Major, he was talking to the class about like how it is to be a black kid. And how like our parents are scared of us to even get pulled over by cops and stuff.
Scared to walk.
And the fear that we have every day. And I just remember seeing the kids. And I'm not to get on any of the white kids that I went to school because some of them were really amazing people. But I could just see their faces like they almost like looking like
that's bullshit.
Like it's bullshit. But like if you see, we graduated 2018. It's 2021 and the same things are happening. We are still getting killed by by cops.
Like the whole crack epidemic.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things.
This is not new. The civil rights
slavery.
Movement, nothing's changed.
Just I can record it now.
That's it.
That's why I think he got was guilty because everybody seen it, and that had to do a major part.
And that's the thing.
But even with that, I feel like ain't shit's changed because they beat the dog shit out of Rodney King. I've been saying this. Film. They did not give a fuck. Nothing has changed.
Well, shit. How about Emmett Till?
Nothing.
A young boy. He
Nothing.
allegedly whistled at a white woman, and they beat the shit out of a 14, 12-year-old
over a whistle.
That he didn't even do because the lady on her deathbed admitted that he didn't even whistle. So
she died?
Yeah, she died, and on her deathbed she admitted that he didn't whistle.
That's fucked up.
But to revert back to your crack epidemic, we are still struggling with that.
Yeah.
That is still one of
they say do your own. The Black Panthers. You know, we was building our own community
Black Wall
and
Street,
they took us out.
Listen,
and then with Black Wall Street, it's the same thing.
Listen, they literally, the government and the president literally said that they did this. They orchestrated it. They left crack and guns at L.A. on crossroads.
They sold it to us.
Yeah,
and we
but with the guns, like on the railroads, how the hell does a random box full of AKs and shit just end up there? They planted it. Like
you should hop off a train, grow legs and jump.
And you can see from people's parents, like the generation before us, they recovering from that because their parents was on that shit, and some of them still may be on it. Like that's a difficult thing, and like we said, we revert back to this. But with the opioid thing, it's helped them. They need help. But when it was us, it was let him die on the street.
Just say no.
Yeah, just say no.
Just
so
say no,
easy.
man.
I feel like us black people, we it's like they judge us by our skin. They think all black people, well, not all white people, but like the racist, the bad people, they all think we're either thugs or we're dangerous, and I feel like they try what is the word? Like
they love our music and culture though.
Yeah, they try
our culture
get us out the way, sort of. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
love everything about blackness except for black people.
Right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
like sports.
Yeah.
The aim is for it.
Right, but even to go on so much of a broader scale of sports, you take away LeBron James and everybody on the Los Angeles Lakers roster, that owner makes no money. That owner makes no money.
Take away all the black people that play for
the
Lakers
they make
history.
or NBA,
franchise.
NFL, they would make no money.
Do y'all believe in modern slavery?
Slavery?
Yeah.
Is this Jay West?
I think today's modern slavery, especially with athletes.
Yeah, and even if you look at the music industry, how much money that these entertainers
white labels and all
and
that.
they don't even own their masters.
Bro, I seen what's I was watching.
They don't even own their shit.
That dude was he was flipping through records, and he pulled what was dude's name? He was a famous jazz dude, and he was just yeah, this is mine, pretty much bragging about it, They really finesse them people, man. That music game is shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of grimy.
That could be a whole other topic,
but you
there's
know.
this quote out there. It's like, if you don't know history, you're gonna repeat it. Something like that. I feel like that's how they get us. Like, because education in black communities is shit.
Yeah, there's none.
Just
We don't even
shit.
learn about ourselves.
I ain't learned about none of this.
Well,
shit.
all we learn every year is Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks.
Exactly.
Same
that
two
one
motherfuckers
month,
every
the same
year.
goddamn rubric. My bad. Kids.
Nah, you
You good, Your pain.
Yeah, no, this shit real.
I can't tell how many times I've seen that fucking My Friend Martin
Yeah,
video.
on that. Like, I know about this.
Exactly.
Tell me more.
Exactly.
Bruh.
There's more.
Man,
Tell me about the other niggas that invented so much other shit. How about that?
I feel like the schools, speaking of that shit, like, not even, like, should talk about more black people stuff.
They absolutely.
I mean, some
especially
schools doing it, but like they give kids a choice to not be participating. in that.
Exactly.
Well, not only that,
That's-
there's a school board that decides what books go into schools.
Yeah,
They'd be like, nah, that doesn't need to go in there. And there's people that don't look like us.
yeah.
So that's I mean,
That's why I feel it's a big part. It starts at the local level.
yeah, absolutely.
Stuff like this, you know, you
Local.
got to get involved with the community to make a change in that community.
Mhm.
The thing is, you know, they kind of figure out that we figure out, and then they, like Georgia, passed the most stringent voting laws, anti-voting laws since Jim Crow. Fucking mean I can't pass out water? There's someone
Yeah.
waiting in line. How is that a crime?
Yeah, that shit's. But like to go to the point again, like I said, like you know how they always like, well, I started there and I dug myself out. I think one of the
Help.
yeah,
Lead the way.
Yeah.
Lead the way. Show me how you do it.
Why you so stingy?
Exactly.
Yeah, show the way.
I
Come
think-
on, bro. Just because we both eating doesn't mean I have to take off
Exactly.
the plate.
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't gonna. Yeah.
And like last chance shoot the basketball thing, bro. The smartest, one of the best things I've heard. He said, "Yeah, it's true. Everybody has a window, but some kids' windows are so small, and they're not getting pushed. They need to be pushed through that window.
Yeah.
Not everybody has the same opportunity as you, and some of them are trapped.
Cards,
They're not
yeah.
getting pushed.
We all probably got different deal cards.
Yeah, there's so much shit, but But the thing is, I honestly feel like they know. But if they admit that they know, they'll admit that they're in the wrong.
It's that
and they don't
school
want
and they don't want to.
man. That's because it's just changing the status quo. Like, why? They do nothing but benefit. They have no incentive to do anything else. You know, that's the really sad part.
But you know, I will say this though. I think our generation will help a lot.
Oh,
yeah,
step by
yeah,
step.
I do.
Yeah.
Because the thing is though, we talking like this, and we're still young adults.
And we're not the only ones.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
there's
us.
a lot of us.
We're not even the only race. I know
Exactly,
a lot of other races that
Like
don't feel like older.
Asians, Latinos. I'm sorry if I said it wrong.
Shit, even white people.
Yeah, white people. Yeah, more white people standing up and all that.
It's going to. I mean, we're getting there slowly, but when you hear the word race, when we talk about our ethnicity, it's race. It's a competition. That's how they look at it, as a competition. It's a race for wealth and resources.
Yeah.
That's what it is, and we're at the bottom of the totem pole, and they plan on keeping us there. That's all it comes down to at the end of the day.
They was on top.
No, they don't.
That's
You might
on
have to
top.
scoot. I don't know if you out,
No,
but
it's not.
yeah, no, it's
But
it's a lot of shit. I mean, there's a lot of. It can be fixed, but
it's gonna take
It takes a lot.
It's
worldwide.
been years,
The
though.
world.
Centuries.
Yeah, it's been centuries, you feel me? So it's not going to
Yeah.
fix
You know,
10, 20 years. It's
Bruh,
going to take time, man.
just like if you was 300 pounds and you go to the gym and you think you're going to lose all that weight in a week. No, it took you 13, 20 years to get to 300 pounds, and you can't just get that overnight. It takes time, so.
Yeah,
So you can say that with trying to be a millionaire or something.
Right.
You're not
You ain't
going
gonna
to be a
have it
millionaire overnight, most likely, or you're going to have
Yeah.
to build that shit over years and make the right decisions.
I think I can get the noise out, so it's all
All
good.
right.
I got the background noise edited out.
But I'm gonna text you. Shut the. But,
No, yeah, good.
Goddamn.
There's a lot of shit, but
I feel like by the time I'm not giving us like no expiration date, but I would say by the time we're 30s, we see not major change, but like slightly more change than now.
I say 40.
40. That's good.
I don't even know if I'm gonna make it past 25.
Yeah.
I mean, I know one of my goals is before I leave this world, I want to leave this world better for black people than it was alive this year. That's one of my. That's always been one of my goals. Ever since I took that class in college, like
What class was it?
It was a Black History class. That was one of the most eye-opening experiences I ever had.
I know you had that.
Really learning about my history.
Yeah, they don't advertise that.
Yeah,
the only reason I was in it was because the learning community I had joined. It was a requirement. Like we had to take it.
Okay.
Ended up being one of the best classes I ever took. And I actually got to learn about my history and what. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
that's the thing, though. How many people are that privileged to have that in our community? There's not that many. And I haven't taken one of those classes, but I was blessed enough to have a family that's like so passionate about it.
Facts.
Yeah. Shout out Umar, man. But but I just
therapy for these
you just if you just open up your mind and stop being so naive, then that's all it is. But I mean, shit. Look at like the Muhammad Ali situation. Bro went to jail because he didn't want to go fight.
The draft, right?
Yeah, he didn't want to go fight people that have never done nothing to him. They never called him a nigger. They never killed, lynched his people, none of that. But yet they wanted him to go over there and kill innocent people for some resources. They ain't never done shit to that man.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
And he was going to fight for some people who calling him a Negro on live TV. Like, he even got criticized for changing his name.
It's crazy how the United States only been here for what, like 200 years?
Yeah.
If that. And like it been the same basically with black folks.
Bottom.
Yeah, bottom of the
pole.
You know, we get most hated. I mean, I think so. In my eyes, I feel like we get the most hated. We get killed the most.
Hell, it almost feels like, and I don't got nothing against immigrants either. Shit, you need to come over here and have a better way for life. But shit, I feel like they get more than we do. Sometimes.
Oh.
Man,
sometimes when it come to resources, sometimes
it's different because
they pick each other up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
that's
San
true.
Francisco.
Yeah.
Like
They pick each other up.
The Asian community in San Francisco is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Well, hell, but even look at some people that are so close to us and they act like they're separate from us. Look at like Somalians or Africans. When they get here, they are in a community and work together so well. And they're us. They act like they're not us.
Yeah,
we act like we're not them, but we're
Yeah.
African at the end of the day. No matter, take it, leave it, how you want to look at it. Yes, it's the same damn thing. But they come over here and pick each other up. They'll get each other cars and work together. We just don't have that.
Yeah,
So
that love. Okay, well, our first thing we need to love each other first. You know,
Crabs
stop
in the
our
barrel
own
mentality.
violence. If we stop our own violence, that'll have a.
I still don't believe in black on black crime. I think it's just proximity
I
violence.
mean, yeah. But like, it's.
And that's for all of them. We said, if you put a whole bunch of broke, starving, hungry motherfuckers in one area, what do you think is going to happen?
And then what are you getting them for their main source of income?
Yeah.
Drugs.
Yeah.
You feel me? And
You're not giving them.
You're not gonna hire them.
Yeah.
I mean, you obviously don't want to hire him. You see the fucking
Jamal.
name,
Yeah.
Jamal on the application, so I'm not hiring. You know,
Don't even give him a chance to speak.
exactly.
But it's just, look in our communities. What resources do we have besides a corner store that has nothing but alcohol and they open up at 10 in the morning and somebody can walk and go get a 40? We have no resources. We don't even have no damn playgrounds. You'll see an occasional wreck or two, but how involved are they in the wreck? So it's deep. It's a lot. So
That's where we're gonna start at the wreck, and then we're gonna impact the community and go up. After that,
I just challenge everybody, before you leave this earth, try to impact at least one life. At least one, if you can. So, but some more on that topic of how we can better ourselves.
Yeah.
Talk about parenting. What parenting is too overboard for y'all? None of us have kids.
Yeah, that's
at
what
least
I'm saying.
y'all not telling me.
I mean,
I don't think I got kids.
I took a course about this. Well, not like a whole course. I learned a lot about it in this sociology class I took. It kind of changed the way I think about it. If I come to a point and where the only way I can see of getting something through to my kid, that I have to hit them to do it, I failed as a parent. Mm-hmm. I should never have to lay my hands on the kid, on my child. Just plain and simple. You know, all that extra stuff. You know, there's other ways to punish without putting your hands on the kid. I'm very against that.
Yeah.
So you like a no whooping type.
Yeah.
No whooping.
Did you get whoopings? That's
Oh yeah. And I still kept doing the same shit.
Yeah.
You know,
that's the thing.
Because you don't really, it doesn't come with that understanding, that communication.
See, that's why I agree with you. Yeah, because
you can say all that without just hitting.
Yeah. See, I have both. I'm up and down with it because for example, if I was young, mom say don't touch the remote. I touch it again, I get slapped. And then I touch it again, I get my ass beat. I'm okay. I ain't touching the damn remote again. And then, like you said, I touched it again though. Even though she told me not to, and it's just.
But it's explaining to you why not to touch the remote.
Yeah,
like doing all that.
Yeah,
hiding the remote, doing all that.
I feel like parents come.
But should the parent have to hide their remote?
I mean, if you like being the parent, you chose to have a kid. You chose to put in all this work and go the extra mile. Hitting the kid, I feel like, is the easy way out. There's other things you can do. I mean, it gets to that point. You know, it gets to that point, and like this.
Gotta bring the belt up.
Yeah, I feel like there's other options though. Especially as you get older, you know, you don't. Like,
I mean, yeah, but like, you know,
I think it depends on how severe it is.
Yeah.
Like how severe? Like, what do you think is severe?
Like,
severe?
I've never got any whoopings except for one time. My mom did daycare. This kid, he was like 2 grades under than us, and then she was watching another kid that was in my grade. We was cool. He was like, "Oh, he in there talking stuff about you." I was choking the kid out, and I got whooped, and I deserved that.
This
So, and I never
house.
did it again.
This mama
yeah, for real. And that was the first time my mom has ever whipped me, and the only time she ever whipped me. And I understood I couldn't do nothing like that, like just. But that was the only time. Any other time I got talked to about it.
Exactly.
I mean, I never went through anything. Some kids is bad as hell though.
Yeah.
Some kids is bad.
I was a badass kid, but as I look back at it now, getting a whooping wasn't that bad. Just a learning experience. You know not to do this shit. But more like today, like Cam, really, you don't gotta really whoop your kids. Just communicate or
Yeah, see, the thing I think about, like, sit down and talk to the kid like how you would want your parent to sit down and talk to you. You know?
Oh,
you once a kid, you know what I'm saying? You understand that you could understand as a kid. So talk. Just talk it out.
See,
and kids
I grew
is
up
bad,
with.
period.
I grew up with. It was 3 of us, bro.
Oh, that's
all
a lot.
boys.
Yeah. That's
All three.
big.
We got whoopings when we did like extreme shit. Like we told Kenyon to like jump on the fan and we turned it on. We shit like we got whoopings for shit like that, but we didn't get whoopings just for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, clean your room. Clean it.
Like we just get like on punishment and stuff like that. Like my mom gave us punishment within reason, I should say. Like I probably got about like 15, maybe 20 whoopings, but it was over a span.
Y'all
Remember it? My ass beat.
Like, it was over
I
a
can't
span.
remember the numbers. I used to do bad shit. Y'all remember the numbers?
I think it was sophomore year. I mean, I wasn't really going to get whipped like that anymore anyway because I was like in high school. But like when I fucked up one semester and both my parents told me they was disappointed, that hurt more than anything. Like that hurt more than a whooping could ever hurt, bro. Hearing your parents say that
I'm disappointed in you. I'm like, oh damn, who the hell am I calling? But
saying that they disappointed, that shit cut deep.
I'll be
bro.
crying.
That's what I'm saying.
I almost wanted to. I went, I'm gonna do better.
No, my mom stopped whooping us when I got like the year I was going to 6th. So
Sixth grade?
Yeah, so
Damn,
7th
lucky.
grade, they was trying to put me in this program for like bad kids and shit. And like every time I got in trouble that year, they like wrote it down and they showed my mom. And I just remember she was so mad. We got home, she was just like, man, I'm so disappointed in you. I was just looking like, damn.
You don't mean it. Take it back.
I was looking like, damn.
Please take it back.
She was
ready
guilt
for
tripping the fuck out of me, bro. Like she was just.
Because you're ready for the ass whooping.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I'm disappointed. It's like,
just whip me.
She got the cooking, like we was eating, and she's like, disappointed. She started.
She ran it back.
now she was hammering that shit on.
She said no. She said it 3 times. She said it when we was in there, cause like they was giving her all this stuff, and we was sitting across from each other. They was sitting like on the side. She was just looking at me like, I'm disappointed. She wasn't even listening to them no more. I'm like, so I know what you mean.
But because and to break it down more, it's like, because I had got a letter and Hartley used to send shit through the mail. I went over to my dad's house for the weekend. I didn't even know it was coming, so I didn't get a chance to hide it. This wasn't even a report. It was like a letter saying his grades was bad, so he can't play football this semester. Because my mom called my dad, and I'm like, she don't never do that. All her was her yelling. he did this. And then he just looked at me. I was like,
oh, that's wow. Ain't nothing I can do.
He just looked at me. He was like, wow. We got home. The wind was blowing. It was a little chilly out. He had a bench out front. He was like, man, let's sit down. He looked at me. He was like, man, me and your mom disappointed at me. I was like, I wanted to fight the nigga. Yeah, that shit, boy, that hurt.
Well, all right, so when was the age when you started getting whippings?
My mom slapped the shit out of me when I was fucking 13. I think. I was in high school out there. I was
That's
fucking
different, though.
I think mine was like freshman year or
I was
8th grade.
disrespectful as hell. I deserve it, but you know.
No, I got slapped. It was elementary school too. I had told her to shut up.
Yeah,
in the car. Yeah, cause she was getting on my. I was like, man, shut up. She said,
you can't cap that. You know you was power tripping.
Yeah, it was my fault. I deserved it. That was the only 2 whippings I ever got. Though.
Oh, I never think.
I knew I fucked up too when I said it. You know when you say something, you like.
Oh yeah, it's like, man, I'm gonna get beat for this, man.
I ain't ready for the contact.
That's a little too much.
After whooping, I used to plan to move out. I used to
pack
one toy.
I packed my PSP with me.
Did y'all ever used to lay on the floor and flick that thing?
That's just timeout. That's just OG shit.
That's some real ass
fresh whooping these.
When she take my phone or take my game or some shit, I just I used to make a beat.
Man, you be by the air machine there blowing
y'all get so bored you start cleaning.
Oh yeah.
Oh you go through your own shit like me.
I used to try to bribe her, but like, look, I clean. Look at it. I washed the dishes. That shit ain't work.
I go outside, cut the grass.
So I remember one time, you remember those Secret Santa things we used to do, bro? So I got my Secret Santa like some nice ass shit. And then, bro, my Secret Santa got me a fucking bag of Skittles. So I was sitting there.
You like Skittles though?
I was right. I was going home.
Shaking them,
Mom was like, "What you get?" I was like, "Man, this motherfucker gave me a motherfucking bag of Skittles." And I forgot I was talking to my mom, bro. She stopped the car, started hitting me, and said, "I'm like, Mom, what you doing now?"
I ain't gonna lie, this moment I forgot I was talking to my mom and cussed. But she ain't hit me on.
Do y'all feel comfortable like cussing around y'all's parents?
Yeah,
or guardians around
no, my mom, no.
My mom don't care no more.
I remember one time, you know, I used to be in the Xbox parties. I used to be fucking loud.
Oh, yeah. Boy, I got a story for that.
Yeah, I came downstairs. My brother was just laughing. He said, "Why you laughing? Hey, we can hear you."
Hey, on them parties, y'all be cussing up a damn storm. But let's see. After I graduate,
I'll say little words. I'm more comfortable cussing around my dad because my dad like
yeah.
My mom like laid back too, but it's like still my mom. Like
I got.
But I'll say shit like ass or hell or something like that around her, but like that F bomb and M and I ain't there yet.
Yeah, nah.
Maybe 25.
I've been cussing since 2 though. So
oh yeah, I remember stumbling into the fucking kitchen saying ass and walking out. That was my shit.
Hey, y'all seen the videos? How kids be home alone? Yeah. They're like, man, fuck, you don't got no damn. I used to be like that. I used to be like, what the fuck is my juice at?
No, cause that nigga on the ring.
Yeah, listen.
4K.
I thought my mom was gone one time.
My life.
I'm on the game because I heard the door shut. She must have came back in. I was like, man, you bitch ass nigga. I was like 12.
I must have been in the party because I remember something like that happening.
Nigga, she said all I heard was, I ain't gone yet. I was like,
I was in the party.
I was like, huh?
Bro, the worst thing is in the party and your mom for cussing you.
That make you freeze up, nigga.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when your mom come in there and cussing you out, you gotta mute
your mic and your nigga start talking shit.
That's how they used to get Ricky.
Man.
Slime time, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Hey, Rich, I'm sorry.
The nigga was on the game. His dad said, "Nigga, didn't I tell you to?"
That happens to me all the time.
We ain't seen that nigga for a couple days, boy. Nah, Cameron, your shit was funny though. All you would hear is Cameron. And this nigga.
Man. You had me fucked up. Y'all used to be on that shit in school, man. Y'all had me fucked up.
At least, bro, man. Oh my god.
Have you ever had your mom call you from school?
Oh no.
Like middle school, like maybe once.
Yeah, middle school. When you come home, that's your ass. That's.